Hmm. So it's 12:20 today. Tomorrow is the 21st, or the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year. It's if you watch the sun. I go to work. I have to be to work at 7, so I'm on the road. Um, yeah, I never make it there on time, so I'm always late. The sunrise, I think, 7:30. Uh, I watch it every morning. There's a certain train goes by. I won't be going to work on the 24th and 25th, but I'll be watching it tomorrow and the next day. And I guarantee, I promise you, it will look like it had died in the sky. See, the sun's always moving around throughout the year. It's going up and down a horizon. It rises not only earlier, but also further to the north until it reaches um, the summer solstice, in which the sun is in its full glory. Days are longer than nights. It has defeated the moon. A lot of this gets into um, Masonic beliefs, Masonic knowledge. For instance, the tricolor of France. You know, you have the same colors as the United States, red, white, and blue. But if you think of the tricolor, it's white in the middle and red and blue on either side, which represents the moon and the sun. Blue being the moon. Oh, excuse me. Red being the sun. And that's where they're like with the Masonic table, Masonic tracing board, I believe it's called, where you neither want to be too blue or too red. You want to be balanced and in the middle, and that's what's in the middle. The purity, the knowledge, the light is in the middle. So, well, and this goes back, you know, even pre-Christianity. This goes to Horus, who was the son of God, also the son of the sky. He was the falcon at midday above your head. So you have to ask yourself, out of the four quadrant points of the year, we're talking about the winter solstice, the summer solstice, the spring equinox, and the fall equinox. Four cardinal points of the year, and people, Christians, who've been tricked, and I'm probably gonna get, I don't know, maybe it'll be ignored. I don't know. I really don't know. But you only worship two of the four cardinal points of the sun deity worship. And every point is, well, Christmas is 4 days after the solstice, it's on the 25th, and that's when you can visibly see the sun marching north again. So you celebrate that. And then on Easter, you celebrate when the sun has gained enough strength, has marched enough north that now it's overpowering the darkness and the night. The summer solstice is 622, 621. This is never celebrated. There's nothing there. And if anything, the fall equinox is, you have to think about this. There's a play on numbers here. It's 921 or 922. So just think about a month after that, 1122. That's JFK's assassination. What about 11 days? 30 days before, 11 days after you have 9/11. So that's why I'm saying, like, this Russian ambassador who was just assassinated 3 days before the equinox. Mind you, 3 days after, everyone will be celebrating Christmas Eve. And there you 33. 3 before, 3 after. And you have to ask yourself, was this guy sacrificed? Was this, and you know what? There's three states. There's three groups involved. The United States. There's also Israel and the Gulf states, or the Hawaii, or the radical Islamists, because we're allied to the radicals in the Middle East, contrary to what people believe. No, the moderates tend to be the Shia. After all, Iran is a republic. What do we have a problem with republics? Well, it's a blah, blah, blah Islamic republic. And it's a republic. What's wrong with the republic? We are a republic. Which means what? What's a republic? It means minority rights can't overrule. I'm sorry, majority rights can't overrule minorities. So they can have extremists. They can have their Wahhabis. But the Wahhabis cannot influence the majority, and the majority cannot influence the Wahhabis. To each their own is basically it. Yeah, there's extremists everywhere. You can see it perfectly well in the Catholic, well, not in the Catholic Church, but you can see it perfectly well in Christianity in Ireland between Protestants and Catholics. It exists everywhere, in every culture, in every religion, in every ideal. So, anyways, that's some food for thought. They sacrificed this guy 3 days before. You're 33, right? And then, you know, this is on the eve of the solstice. Horus is thousands of years old. Christ, they just remanufactured Christ. I don't know who their God is. I don't know what they've tricked Christians into worshiping, but it certainly wasn't the birth of Christ. And then you're going to worship him again on equinox, where he's reborn. Or, let's be honest, the sun is reborn on December 25th. And then you're going to worship the sun being stronger than the night, or days being longer than the night, on Easter, on Ishtar, on the spring equinox. Have a good night.